Hello y'all. Welcome to part 2 of my Kaiser's Reich playthrough in the Hearts of Iron 4 mod, Kaiserredux. In part 1, Kaiser came in through a temporal rift between the Fallout universe, I guess, and the Kaiserredux universe, and he kind of replaced the Kaiser, Wilhelm II, he lost his job, let's just say that. Then after that, we invaded the NCR, which is now the new Russian Republic. They're led by Aaron Kimball. They joined the Entente faction, so we're fighting Canada and the French national state. And then we were attacked by the Rancher Commonwealth, who was generally located in Poland, but we defeated them. And besides that, the Commune of France tried to have a go at our country. They sort of failed miserably, so now we're going on the counteroffensive, and we have captured Paris. And right now, first things first, I had an order originally to send some troops into England, Britain, but I'm going to cancel that now and send these troops over to the Sacramento chapter, and they are like the Brotherhood of Steel, kind of. So ask for military access to fight against the Entente. We're going to give them aid in Canada, and as soon as we send them off, we're going to move our navy out of the North Sea, because there's so many ships here. I don't want to lose my massive navy. So can it give us military access? Hurry up, please. Thank you. And somebody's been called into a war against us. It doesn't really matter. The Great Khanate is fighting us. They are the Great Khans. They're out there in Mongolia. And let's send Army 7 over here to Canada. And they'll try to take this part of the country. Just overwhelm the Entente there and give us a victory. That's all I asked for. Hopefully they can leave the North Sea without getting harassed and possibly destroyed by any ships. I hope they can get there. Entente is moving to reclaim Europe. And Costa Rica they're moving to reclaim Europe. Doesn't really matter too much to us, though. They've been busy fighting the Third International. The French national state is trying to invade Morocco. They're also taking on, the Third International landed in Tunisia. New Monrovia is also pushing up from the south. They're basically like New Vegas, I think. Can we get these ships into position, please? Can they escape? They're being attacked by submarines. That's not ideal. Okay, they're making their way out now. Good, don't get destroyed. I gotta send some units over, don't I? Yeah, we may lose some divisions in the transit stage. That could possibly happen, so let's move our navy now. Move these ships here, get rid of this order, get rid of both of these orders, put an order to go defend these convoys here in the English Channel, or attempt to do so anyway. Doctrines available. We're doing the mobile warfare doctrine, unlock elastic defense. Good, keep pushing into Paris. These ships made it out alright. Yes, so all of our ships have made it. All of our convoys going to Canada have successfully made it. Well, they're out of the most dangerous part of the route they were going on to get to the Sacramento chapter. And in our political tab here, military staff, let's go to whoever is going to help with our armor. Give it to, who do we have here? Armored Spearhead. I need tanks. Nobody can help with tanks? Anybody? Nobody? Go with decisive battle doctrine. That will give our divisions more attack, and that will be a good general buff all around. We're going to continue pushing into France. We're also focusing pretty hard on Russia. Petrograd and Moscow have already fallen, but we have some way to go there. Once we get finished with the French, we'll kind of move some divisions to Russia, maybe. I don't know. Just get these units here off to a very long trip around South America. They're going to have to get over to the Sacramento chapter. Hopefully they all get there intact. I really do hope they don't get destroyed. That would be sort of awkward. And our enemies, besides the Entente, in the Entente includes the Oasis, which is a puppet of... They are eco-anarchists. Well, they're led by Harold, who's a tree, essentially. And they are a puppet of the... they're just a member of the Entente. The Great Khanate's over here. And the DKEB goes bankrupt. Oh well. Keep pushing though. When the Mountainous Republic of North Caucasus declares war on someone in the North Caucasus region of the world. And in our focus tree, research tree, research this infantry equipment upgraded there. Good, we gotta take Marseille now. Race down there, please. Venezuela declared war on the West Indies Federation, and that should put more pressure on the Entente. Let's use some naval dockyards to make convoys. And Canada has called the French national state into a war against us. It doesn't really matter too much, though. Keep trying to capture France. Gotta get a victory there. I need to defeat Russia also. Russia, well, the new Russian Republic, they're kind of like the NCR. They have a national spirit that is giving them a buff against our divisions, but that will expire in a couple months, and once that's gone, it should be over for them. They've already lost a lot of territory, so I'm thinking they're going to go down as soon as they lose that buff. And can we get these soldiers here, please? They're now getting through the Atlantic. Where are they at? They are, they're going through, where are they? Fall of Algiers, French national state's going to go down. They have to. We're making our way past Brazil now. That's such a long trip over to Canada. And Algiers has fallen to a naval invasion. It looks like the Union of Britain is doing stuff. And let's defeat these French troops here. We've split these units off, it seems. So keep taking more of France. We're going to take Brest and such. We're going to take Normandy, the rest of Normandy. We've occupied a large portion of it. Got to take the rest, though. And let's research. Okay, that's way too advanced. Time's not really moving too fast, so I'm getting kind of confused. Well, usually the in-game clock would go faster, but since the war is going on, everything seems slower, I guess. And keep pushing into Russia. We cut these guys off. Good, they're trapped in Urda now, and the Great Khanate's caught into a war against us. It doesn't really matter, though. They're already fighting us. And we're so behind in unit production, aren't we? Like tanks, we're really doing bad off there. Can Russia just get defeated, please? I need them to get capitulated. Defeat France. Get this done. Win there. I would like to have... How many ships are in this area? We could focus on the English Channel soon. I may do that. So let's merge some units together. Bring these ships together and send them off to the English Channel. We'll try to advance there. Just take all these units in Brittany when we have the chance, and in the northern part of France once these units are destroyed. They're holding out in Caen, or Cannes. They're trying to. They're not doing so well, though. Capture Brest, please. Capture that place. We have our navy just ready to go in Normandy. And I need to establish a new army soon enough, so they're going to get trapped here. Defeat these units, please. Get that done. And they're defeated. Well, one pocket's been destroyed. Now destroy that other unit. Get these guys out of the picture. Come on. Now make a whole new army. Just make them Army 8. And just set them up in... Well, now the Socialist Republic of Italy is going to fight against us. Let's have General Felix von Schulten, whatever his name is. He really stands out amongst the rest of the Kaiserreichs leaders and commanders. So let's have them set up a naval invasion order. We're going to try and land in Dover and Portsmouth, per se, land with 4 divisions at Dover, then send another group to land at Portsmouth or something. And that sounds good to me. We need to defeat the Third International. We need them off our back. That would just be a victory for us overall. I mean, obviously, it would be a victory in general, but we just need to get that faction out of the way. Can we get these units on this order? Okay, they are on the order. So just defeat these units stuck in Brest now. They're fighting so many tank divisions, as well as some infantry, I think. Yeah, some brigade. There to go. Come on, fall, please. Brest is going to be captured. And add these guys all to Army 8. That's done now. The Guangzhou federal government is proclaimed. And let's give these guys a color of red. Do all that. And at this point, give a few of these units off to give 4 of them to Army 3. Oh no, Army, what is it? 4. There we go. So these guys here, please get in position to go for a naval invasion. We got a few days until that naval invasion order is ready. How is Army 7 doing? They're making their way past Chile now. They have such a long voyage. That is absurd. Flanders Wallonia is going to send us some Opel Blitzes and Lend-Lease. We need motorized, please. We also need tons of tanks and guns, but we're not going to get those anytime soon. And let's go with the decisive... Well, who can we do here? Who can we have here? Let's get Conrad Petzig for decisive battle doctrine as the chief of the Navy. And keep advancing into Russia, please. Can Russia just fall? Come on, these guys are trapped. There's like at least 12 divisions just stuck here. They're going to be annihilated in the fighting. And we have so much going to occupation. I know we do. As soon as I have the chance, I got to use my political power to go from limited conscription to extensive conscription. I have to do it. And are we done with France yet? No, they're still holding on to Bordeaux and Marseille. They're going to fall soon, though, I think. And are we ready for this naval invasion? We've got a few more days. How's this army doing here? Army 7 is now getting past Peru, it looks like. Good. How many ships are here? Not that many. We should be able to overwhelm them in a few days. Let's move the rest of Army... What is it? Army Okay, whatever. Army 8 should be fine. Send these guys up here, please. Get an order. And just sit at the port for now until those naval invasion forces land in England. And then we can just swarm in with the rest of some units of Army 6, perhaps? I don't know. I wonder if 24 divisions will be enough. The Union of Britain is distracted a tiny bit. Native coup in Patagonia? What is going on there? Is it the Kingdom of Araucania? Is that right? I believe it is. Yes, that is. Don't see that guy too often in a playthrough. And that's like a unicorn moment for Kaiserredux. And that's just on top of everything else that's crazy. Well, all the other crazy stuff going on in the world. And I need guns. Look at this. Deficit. Commune of France has capitulated. Good for us. And that is a big blow to the Third International. There's only one unit from the Union of Britain here, it seems. At least we got some guns for our troubles. And there's some convoys that got sunk. Oh well, deploy the Navy. Are these units ready? They need, yeah, they now just need naval superiority. I go figure. So, patrol. We got this. Launched order when ready. Launch it now. Let's go. One unit needs time to get ready, but we should be fine. And I suppose we'll send an Army 6 as soon as those units land. If they can just successfully take a single port, that's all we need for everything to go right. Just one port. We have units landing at Dover now, or attempting to capture Dover. And we have no opposition there. Good. And now we just got to flood into England and take Portsmouth also. Capture Dover. Come on. Good. Move in all of Army 6 now. Or actually, no. Split Army 6 in half. And send the other, well, one half over to, say, 47 divisions will go over to Army 5, who is fighting in Russia. And 47 of these divisions will descend upon England. Will be sent to Britain to aid in the invasion going on there. And Britain, since they're exposed like this, shouldn't be too hard to defeat, I hope. Send the rest of these divisions here. Get them over here, good. Thank you. Launch the invasion now. Get all that done. Get all these units here also on the operation, on that order. The offensive line, start the attack now. And let's go. Just move into England. Take London. Capture London. And more area. Just get more provinces overall. Need more provinces just for the sake of our divisions to operate out of. Take London. We have so many tanks, it shouldn't be too hard. Take Portsmouth. Just make a wider front line. They're defending London more than I thought they would. Syndicalist revolutionaries in Switzerland. That is a thing going on now. And can we please just capture more of the island? Just more of Britain has to fall to us. Hold your lines. Don't lose ground. Just push them out. Do it. Come on. Keep sending in more troops. Great. And we have tons of divisions arriving. 1937 Dutch elections have occurred. Let me, in fact, move some of these units around. Take the rest of Cornwall. Get these areas here, Truro, and places like that. We have landed quite a few divisions. This is bad for the Third International, or whatever's left of their faction overall. Just overwhelm them, be aggressive as possible. Yes, be aggressive, be aggressive. Good. Foundation of the Belgrade Pact. How is the 7th Army doing, by the way? Okay, they're just now making their way to Los Angeles. Good. Belgrade Congress argues for a new order in the Balkans. Sure, we must actually no. Fall of London, we must avoid Balkan entanglements. Okay, then. Focus on pushing into England. Sweden petitions to join the Reichspakt. Welcome to the fight. Yes, they can join. And now they're part of our faction. We're going to defeat the British soon. We got to take, I think, Leeds. Is that it? Is that the right city name? Yes, it is. Take Birmingham. Come on, get up there. Just overwhelm them. They have no troops here. I think they had a lot of units in Tunisia. Well, in North Africa. It has the French national state fallen? I believe it has. Or not. I don't know. Can we get into position, though? I need these units to attack Canada hard. Keep pushing in Russia. It's the 6th of... Oh, yeah, they don't have that national spirit anymore. That is a big blow to them. These poor Russian troops, these new Russian Republic units are encircled by, like, what is this? 14 and 30... That was, like, nearly 50 divisions are here. 47 divisions. Spanish Civil War is happening. Not really relevant to us. Destroy these divisions here. Gone. Someone dies. Erich von Ludendorff, I think he was a commander in World War I. Take more provinces, please. Defeat the Third International. And the French national state is defeated. I'm not going to really participate in this peace conference, which is fine by me. I didn't really help defeat them. And that peace treaty is over. Who got what? Deutsche Middle Africa got some land, and that is a big mess. New Monrovia did a lot of work. They did get a few states out of it, but that's kind of disappointing for them. Here's some volunteers from the Austrian Empire. Kaiser's Reich appreciates your help, Karl I of Austria, who is the, Yeah, he's going to help us. Thank you. Keep pushing into England, more Britain, capture Leeds, capture Liverpool, capture every city that seems valuable. Every single province must fall. We're just flowing in there. How's Canada looking? We're pushing there now. We're going to put more pressure on them, which was the plan. We're helping out the Sacramento chapter. Get to Winnipeg. Well, we captured Winnipeg already, or no. I think that was Vancouver. Capture Ottawa, Toronto, Montreal. All those places have to fall. Just capture those areas. And there's some Russian troops here for some reason. They sent some aid. Oh no, that's just one division. That's not really too important. And now we have dockyards available. Build more convoys, please. Great. And focus more on England. Leeds is still held by the enemy with one division. That is pretty brave, but they're going to get surrounded probably soon. Take more provinces. 3 militia divisions are holding down Leeds. And these units are stuck here in Cornwall. Take the rest of Wales. Someone died. One of our commanders. Well, somebody did. I think one of our generals, perhaps, or somebody. The Black Dossier. And let's just not worry about this. Quietly bury it. Get some Lend-Lease. Here's some, put some factories on Opel Blitzes. And we need more motorized, so that's why I'm doing that. The Russians are losing more ground. We're now pushing up toward Armensk and White Karelia. And we're done with the 3rd International. They're gone. So annex everything. Commune of France. Take all states. Take all states from Britain. Or no, reset. So take all states from France. All states from Norway. Just hit done. We're finished there. Take all of France. Take all states, yes. Or no, reset again. Pass. We have so much war score for this conflict. The Entente was at war with them, but they didn't really do anything. In turn, pass again. And let's take a piece of Rome, or Italy in general. I was thinking about attacking the Italian Federation, but we do control the southern part of the Italian peninsula now. So I'd say that's good enough. Am I going to just puppet these places, or how's that going to work? I don't know. We just need to focus on defeating the Russians and the Canadians now. That's what it's going to come down to. In turn, done. And that is one threat out of our way. Let's now move. What is going on with North Africa? Okay, forget it. I need to go up to extensive conscription. Can I force the Russian surrender? They are going to... Wait, no. I got to totally defeat them, I think, to get that next part of my focus tree done. What is this? Yeah, Russia, the new Russian Republic can't exist. So I'm going to have to just crush them. Send all of Army 6 over here. Send them to Russia. And Army 5 is now going to concentrate there entirely. Army 8, let's send them up to, I don't know, here. Send them up to Murmansk. They'll help push there. Capture cities there. And we just need to defeat the Entente so hard. We need manpower. Okay, let me go to Armored Spearhead. Unlock that for the Blitz. Well, the Mobile Doctrine path. Mobile Doctrine, Land Doctrine. Last Italy standing. Sure they are. Whatever. And let's... The Fate of Geneva. The 3rd Weltkrieg. No, we keep this. Swiss Confederation doesn't get it. French are defeated. We're going to take everything. Yes, total conquest is preferable. And now let's get rid of these ships. Well, the ships are just going to move into a more... They're going to go into port. Flanders Wallonia cancels their Lend-Lease. We have no manpower. We're doing so bad with manpower. At least I went to extensive conscription at the very least. Push harder into Canada, please. Advance there. Be more aggressive, guys. Be hyper-aggressive. You just got to take places like Winnipeg. Like Ottawa, Montreal. Russia has to fall. How many more troops do they have? My goodness. Just defeat them. Get up here. How much more war score do I need to defeat them with? They are at 35% of their victory points, and they still got to lose more. Oh my goodness gracious. And Sweden, Black Dossier. Take Archangelisk. I got to get to Yekaterinburg somehow. Let's move all of Army 5 there, or no. What army is this? This is Army what? Army 2. All of Army 2. That's not right. Army... Who can do this? Army 1. You're going to get some divisions from the 5th Army. Sacramento chapter, the Brotherhood of Steel. They're now fighting Puerto Rico. That's happening. Get these units here. Send them off to the 1st Army. Good. That's way too many. Whoops. And the Anherbine expedition to Tibet is going on. Yeah, Puerto Rico is now fighting the Sacramento chapter, who we got military access from to invade Canada with. That's why we got it. And everything's looking up for the Kaiser's Reich right now. We just need more tanks and manpower. Beyond that, it's doing relatively well. Mirelurk tribes now going to fight the Dominican Republic. And we check occupied territories. Yeah, we definitely need a quick victory. against the Russians and the Entente. Otherwise, we could be dealing with some revolts, per se. So let me move. How many divisions is this? The 5th Army is here. Where is the, what is it? The 8th Army is pushing into Murmansk now. Get up here. Concentrate the entire 5th Army on this large front line. Get that done. And focus on defeating the Russians totally and nothing else. Don't push into that other area. Ecuador and Peru sign a peace treaty. They had a war or something. Advance here now. The Albania has joined the, they joined the, let me add this army to Army Group 1. Albania joined the Austrian faction. This is done now. Let me assign a new front line here because it's just kind of not really accurate. It was what we originally had when the invasion began. We just got to finish off the new Russian Republic. The NCR must fall. Even if this isn't really the Fallout universe, the NCR must fall, or this incarnation of it, or whatever form of the NCR this is. You have some encircled Russian troops here and some troops from the Great Khanate. They're going to be wiped out, though. They're encircled. How's the 7th Army doing? They're focusing, well, they're trying to make their way through Canada. Going a little slow, I will admit. Denmark, you may have to help us out here. You have Greenland. I'm going to have to send some ships over, maybe. Yeah, let's do that now. Possibly, may or may not have to launch a naval invasion into Canada. That possibly could happen. So let's send some ships now and just destroy the fleet of the Entente. Have these ships set up in Labrador. Can they get there or no? Is Denmark not in the faction? What happened? I thought Denmark was part of the Reichspakt. Guess they're not. Oh well, forget that then. So keep pushing to Canada, defeat Russia, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Russia is just, they need to go down so hard. Get to Pochinga here. Pochinga, Murmansk has to fall. Guys, need more troops here, please. Take these provinces. Get there. Yekaterinburg is slowly getting into our reach. All of Army 5. I don't know what to do. Just keep advancing, take more states. They have to accept defeat eventually. Just capture everything as we go along, as we have been doing. Let's check how much war score they have left. How many victory points they have left to hold. They're at 20. They control 27% of their victory points. They need to lose. They need to have 20% or less. They're going to lose more cities in a little bit, so just keep up the pressure and just take Murmansk, please. Capture that city. Capture any place we can get to. Fall of Sydney has occurred. I think the New Necropolis, which replaced the Australasian Confederation, they're getting invaded hard right now by the Empire of Japan, and they're also stuck fighting the German East Asia in Papa and Kaiser Wilhelm's land. That's going on. They're definitely not doing so well with the Japanese there in their country, for sure. And given enough time, I think Japan will beat them. And they're fighting the Entente because the Great Khanate over here in Mongolia, they declared war on them. And how's Transamir doing? They're trying to hold some ground. I think they're losing territory. At least they've been a good distraction for us in our war against the Russians. Keep pushing forward, please. Defeat them. We're getting so close to victory, I can taste it. Just take Murmansk now. We punch through the front line here. Take Murmansk and Pochinga? I guess it's Pochinga. Pochinga. Capture that area, please. Serbia declared war on the Tsardom of Bulgaria. There is a war going on there. And some troops in Canada have been encircled effectively. Destroy them. Annihilate those troops in Monrovia. New Monrovia declared war on Deutsche Middle Africa. I don't want to get involved in that. No. I don't want to fight you right now. I'm not in the mood for it. But I mean, let me see. Are we at war with them? I hope we're not. I don't think we are. Okay, good. Don't worry about them. They don't even border German Deutsche Middle Africa too much anyway, which is weird. I mean, they have this place in the north here, but beyond that, that's it. Keep advancing, though. We almost got this war in the bag. Get to Yekaterinburg. The Russian army has just collapsed. The new California Republic, or the new Russian Republic, is going to go down soon. Get to Yekaterinburg. Capture the city. How many more war score do they have left? And they're declared war on Free State, Madagascar. That's happened. I don't have to fight you, please. I don't have to fight you just yet. I'm busy so hard right now defeating the Entente. Make our way more into Canada. This is so annoying. Punch through here in Thunder Bay. Defeat those troops there. Canada, why can't you just get out of the way? It's just frustrating they even got involved in this war, but I think Russia had a focus that allowed them to join the Entente. Just push here, get to Yekaterinburg. How much more victory points does Russia have? War score, I mean. Okay, they have. Yekaterinburg falls, it's over. It has to be over. And that is done, so we're finished there. Great. Now, can I do this focus? No, of course I had to defeat the Somebody left Middle Europa. That's happened. Why does... You guys have to fight to the very last man, don't you? You just have to do that. New Necropolis. Okay, Kingdom of Canada. Actually... Yeah, this is going to be fun, isn't it? So push here. These guys have to go down with such a fight. Let's use some... How to say... No, I don't know. We need to move all these divisions, though, around here. Do we fight Monrovia? Do we declare war on them? Don't worry about it. We have so many units here, though. Let's deploy the Navy somewhere. Move this army here, all along that area. And prepare to advance into Oasis and such. Let me move this army out of this area. This is such a mess. We need the Entente to fall. My goodness gracious. I need some units in Canada. I mean, I need to get a naval invasion somewhere, somehow. Okay. Swamp Folk Confederacy. Can we have docking rights, please? Thank you. And let's send our Navy over to Kenya, Uganda, then. I mean, not Kenya, Uganda. What am I saying? Get the Navy here. Get our Navy, send it over to the Swamp Folk Confederacy, since they gave us docking rights. And try to defeat the Navy of the Entente in that region. Or in the eastern seaboard, at the very least. I wish I could get military access from someone in the area, because that'd be all we need. We just need military access so bad. I mean, we have some from the PSA, but that's still, we need more. Defeat these guys, please. And the first army group who we're sending over to that area, they have a very long trip ahead of them. Canada, why'd you gotta drag this out? Gotta make this so hard. I wish I could peace out with them somehow. I need more tanks also. We have no, very little manpower, that I will say. Just break through here, take care of the Oasis, move these ships over here, split them in half. Let's make a different task force now. And one will operate in the eastern seaboard, and one will operate in the Newfoundland Sea. And the aim is to just destroy the Navy, whatever's left of the Entente's Navy, and get through here. Canada has no troops left, I don't think. So hopefully the 7th Army can get a victory soon. Destroy these divisions here in Canada. They've fallen. Good. Can you just move any faster? Please get there. Just destroy these divisions. It's all I ask for. Destroy these units and get to Ottawa, Montreal. Every valuable city we need to capture. Get there. And how is this army doing here? They have a long trip. They're not going to get there in time. The war's going to be over by the time they arrive. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Great Khanate. Whoops. So, Army 5. Let's have you turn around. There's too many divisions anyway. 141 divisions. They're going to go turn around and go fight the Great Khanate, which should be fun. I would think. So, go deal with that. I may have to redo a few of my orders, and these orders are, well, we're going to have the 1st Army go down to Africa now. They're going to try and push there when possible against New Monrovia. And we'll also have the, we'll have the 2nd Army push from Deutsch West Africa, who is a puppet of Middle Africa, our subject. So that's going to be 2 armies there. Then let's get military access from Venezuela, or attempt to. Let me fix this offensive line. There we go. So Venezuela is fighting the Entente. I think they got into a war with the West Indies Federation. And what we want from them is military access. And why we're doing this is so that we can have a naval invasion launched through their through their territory toward Bermuda, and take Bermuda, then launch naval invasions into Oasis, and maybe Canada. But so we need to take this navy here, take all of our navy overall, just split them, just get rid of these orders, focus on now the Caribbean Sea and the Sargasso Sea. That's it. That's all I got to do. And let's task, say, Army 3. They're going to be, where are they at now? They got to go to Venezuela and set up there. Now let's have 4 divisions go for, no, 5 divisions each. Go for 1 for Kings. Well, I got to wait for them to approve the military access. Come on, hurry up, hurry up. Hurry up, approve the military access. I know you're going to do it. There we go. So that's done. So let's send these units here. Send them, they're going to set up at the Venezuelan capital. Send 5 divisions at Kingston, the capital of the West Indies Federation, who is part of the Entente. And then we'll send 5 divisions at Bermuda, which is in the Atlantic Ocean. Well, it's an island in the Atlantic. And once we do that, we can just safely launch naval invasions at New England as we see fit, and that should allow us to open up a new front entirely against the Entente, who we are hoping to defeat And how's the 5th Army going? They are having to move their units into position now. That's expected though. The Great Khanate is having a field day, it looks like, but they are kind of not really focusing on what matters because their capital, there's like units from the Fongtian government just right outside of their capital. And here's an Air Force budgetary request from Flanders Wallonia. This could free up German manpower, whatever. And let's speed things up. Do that now. Doctrines available. Let's unlock Schwerpunkt. Get that done. Modify Officer Corps. Spirit of the Army, go with Professional Officer Corps or something. A new division is available also. And how... Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's give them the Army 7, who's fighting in Canada at this moment. How is Army 8 doing? Let's just send them... Oh, they're finishing off those Russians. Wow, that's a lot of units from the Great Khanate, isn't it? That is absurd. Why is there so many units from the Great Khanate in Russia? All this cavalry. That is absurd. Okay, well, they're going to just perish in Murmansk then. They have no port access at all. They're done for. That's at least, that's 20... Well, it was 26 divisions. It could have been 27 divisions originally, but they're going to get it wiped out. And New Monrovia declared war on Deutsch West Africa, who we have... our allies have tons of troops there already, so New Monrovia kind of made a blunder there. And one thing I will say about New Monrovia's army is that they have tons of tanks. The issue is, though, is that they can't really rebuild the tanks they lose, or their Securitrons. I don't know what they are. But either way, they can't really rebuild what they lose, which is bad for them in terms of supplies. Start this offensive here. When they get in position, Army 1 and Army 2 has to get ready. How's this naval invasion plan going? These units have to arrive in Venezuela. They had to get across the Atlantic, get all that done. How is Army 8 doing? Did they destroy these divisions yet? There's only 12 left. They're just disappearing. Just give it enough time and all these divisions are gone. Those poor Great Khans. This is looking as bad as that time they fought the NCR in Fallout New Vegas. Well, the Bonnie Springs, I guess, is the name of the location, that battle there. This is just terrible. They're losing so many soldiers, it's ridiculous. That's at least half of their army gone because of that. And let's move the 8th Army over to Venezuela. So they're going to potentially be available for any kind of invasion of North America in the near future. There's some Russian ships here fighting our navy. It doesn't really go well. Well, they're engaging in battle. We have far more ships than they do. They lose a bunch of that's a lot of cruisers. They lose the entire navy here. Basically what was left of it. They lost everything. That is brutal. They lost their pride of the fleet also. So Kaiser's fleet, his navy, won there without a doubt. And we have a bunch of factions wanting to join the war. Well, countries want to join the wars we're in. Sure, why not? Keep focusing on Canada, please. Are we even sending... Oh yeah, never mind. We're not even sending one real army to Canada, aren't we? How's the 1st Army doing? They lost their position? What did they do? Oh, I gotta fix that. Whoops. Yeah, push down in Monrovia. Pressure them. Just defeat them. Get that done now. Where is Army 2? They're getting here. They're just arriving. West Africa is advancing quite nicely. How is this army doing here? They are pushing... Well, the 5th Army is advancing into Mongolia. 3rd Army is in position. Who's going to... They're going all the way to Canada, aren't they? Or is that the 7th Army? Where are they going? They may be going the wrong place. Yeah, I think I may put too many divisions there. Are we ready to launch this naval invasion yet? No, we're not. Can you guys please land? Thank you. Insulindia declared war on the Dutch East Indies. That's going on. The Insulindian National Revolution, I think that's called. Entente Navy, please get destroyed. There goes a bunch of their ships. West Indies Federation loses like their whole navy. Launch this order when ready. We're ready to go. Great Khanate is defeated. The there we go. The Insulindian National Federation. Insulindian National Revolution. Keep pushing in Canada. We have to take Kingston and Bermuda. That's all we have to do. And let me move the whole entire Army 3. These guys here, all of them have to go. They're going to have to move to Venezuela soon enough. Can we take Kingston? Capture Kingston, please. We're encountering some enemy resistance. They're fighting our navy. A little annoying. At least get to Bermuda. I beg of you. We just need Bermuda to fall so we can use it as a launching pad for the rest of our military. That's all I need it for. Keep pushing into Liberia. New Monrovia is losing ground. They just, like I said before, they can't resupply their tanks. I mean, their Securitrons, whatever you want to call them. That is their main issue. Their main the main problem with their army. Combat unit destruction, unlock that. Some naval battle results here. Some expedition returns. Some ships were sunk. And our, how to say this, some of our units had their expedition delayed. Somehow, Army 8, you guys got to make it all the way to... These guys got to go for the USA, don't they? Yes, they do. And these guys here, all of Army 3, give them these orders to hold down Bermuda now. And they're going to be launched right at, say, the... How to say this? At Providence and Boston. So 3 divisions are going to go for Providence and 2 are going to go for Boston. And I'm hoping the army of Oasis doesn't really notice us too much here. So now I got to get my navy into a more fixed position. Once we get all these units out of, say, Venezuela now, Army 8 has to relocate where they're going to be stationed. Once they got to go to Bermuda. Just head to Bermuda. That's your new order. Go to Bermuda. Go somewhere else. And let me just split this navy off. Peace conference just occurred. I think the Belgrade Pact got destroyed somehow. Austria may have been involved in all that. Take this unit operating in the Sargasso Sea. Split it in half. Cuban People's Republic just lost a war. Take this fleet operating in the eastern seaboard. And that should give us the naval supremacy we need for our naval invasions to be launched off without any problems, I hope. And I'm thinking the Canadians are going to be very distracted. Well, I'm hoping Oasis is also distracted when we land in Boston or Providence, or attempt to anyway. Unlock fleet and beam, please. Here's some volunteers from Austria. Thank you, Austria. Are we done with this naval invasion? This is going to go bust, it looks like. Oh well, how is Army 8 doing? They got to get into their new positions, I think. Are you ready yet? Please get ready. We have a few more days. 21 days total. Research slot available. 2 of them. Nepal declared war on Sikkim or Sikkim. They just declared war on their neighbor in the east. Let's get construction 3 research. I'm ready for this naval invasion to be launched. Monrovia has fallen. Let's take Liberia. Take that. In turn, pass. Take all this territory here. And this is a victory for Kaiser's Reich and its allies. And New Monrovia is no longer a threat to us. So that's a victory there. We have freed up 2 armies. I don't know what to do with them for now. They'll probably reinforce the troops if they successfully land in New England. Do we have the naval supremacy we need so desperately? Yes, but the issue is that there's some troops... Wait, no. Okay, yeah, they're going now. A few more units need some time to get ready, but we should be good. Please land successfully. I need this desperately. Can we get out of... Oh my goodness, these guys keep attacking there. Okay, now the 8th Army is arriving in Venezuela, even though the reality, the situation has kind of changed a little bit. Can we please take Boston? I need Boston. I need any port in New England. Capture something, please. Can we get naval supremacy? I mean, can we get more invasion support? I don't know. Okay, so just bail out of this area. Split these units in half. Send these other ones to be naval invasion support in the eastern seaboard and such. Can we take Boston? Providence? I'll take anywhere. Land somewhere. Take Providence. I'm sure they have units defending that port because it's their capital. Please just take it. Are they guarding the entire coastline? They probably are. This is infuriating. Can we take Providence? It looks like we can. There's no one there. Good. Wow, that's a major victory for us. Now, the rest of these units here are going to have to flood in and hold the positions. So who's this army? This is the 8th Army. They're going to have to go and play a part. These legions are going to go to Providence and push into New England. Honestly, and let's actually redo this order here for Army Group 1. All you guys got to go to Providence and be expected to advance from there. So we're going to be advanced. We now have a second front opened against the Canadians and the Entente. I'm hoping this will be enough to really just destroy their faction for the sake of Kaiser's Reich. Kaiser's Reich, advance here. Go for Boston, held those soldiers there. One of these divisions had to hold on to the port. Where is this army going? They got to get up here. Please get to Boston. I mean Providence. I can't believe they just let us have their capital. And the Portuguese Empire joined the Entente. Why? I guess they just wanted to concentrate at Industry 3, get that research. Oasis fell. That was so easy. That wasn't... Well, Sacramento chapter was involved somehow. Why did they get it? We were the ones who fought for it. We just landed there. Whatever. At least we have military access now to these areas. So all of the 1st Army, please report to, say, the front lines. We're going to push into Ottawa, Montreal, and Toronto, and Nova Scotia, and we'll have our victory. And we'll finally be able to conquer Russia via peace conference once this is all said and done. And those Canadians are going to be moving more than likely to deal with this new reality, this new situation for them. Yeah, they're already moving units in now. That is a problem for us. We got to deal with some Canadians. Hurry up, guys. The First Army takes so long to make it. Hold down a port or something. This is going to be bad. If we lose a port, okay, deal with them. Just hold them back. Where's the 8th Army? They're making their way from Venezuela now. It's going to take them so long to arrive. If we lose ports, we're really going to be out of luck. We definitely are. How's this army doing now? Canada will have to sprout their troops quite a bit. We need those troops to get here. Hurry up, everyone. We have so many divisions arriving. We're in a race against time. We just got to hold on to, like, Boston and Providence. That's all I ask for. Where's the rest of Army 3? Army 8 is making their way through They're getting through the eastern seaboard shortly. Just pressure Albendy more. Pressure these entire areas until we can get the rest of the military here. I beg of you, hold your lines. Hold your lines. Republic is declared somewhere. The Swampfoot Confederacy on a different subject, the American Civil War. Second American Civil War. The Sacramento chapter is doing so well. Meanwhile, the Swampfoot Confederacy is losing ground to the Minutemen, it looks like. But the Minutemen are being ate by the Sacramento chapter. Meanwhile, the People's Liberation Army is having a very interesting time. Anyway, we should have some units arriving soon on the front lines in New England. I can't believe it went just get mechanized research. Doesn't really matter to me what we research anymore. Why do we give this to them? Do they have cores on everything in the world? Okay, whatever. We need ports. Can we just not have... I don't know. I just want to win this war. So, 8th Army, just set up now in advance. Get your orders and prepare to move into position since they're like the first major formation to arrive in New England, and set up there, please, until the rest of the Kaiser's army can arrive. They're making their way across the Atlantic. You can just see the whole horde of divisions approaching. And where is... Oh, we have units in Canada, in Asia. The 5th Army's still in Asia. Let's move them to New England because we can, or no. I don't think that'd be a good idea. They'd have no supply. Please get into position. 8th Army, you gotta hold the lines until the rest of the military can get here. The rest of the army has to arrive. Just hold the ground. Hold your lines. Hold on to every port you can. And then we can go from there. So we're moving in everything available to us. Army 4. Army 5 is still in the rear. Let's actually give them the order to move in, even though I think they're just going to devour the supply. 150-some divisions, 140-some divisions will do that, but on the bright side, it will take them some time to actually get into the field. And now we have all these divisions here. Good. Peace with Andorra. Whatever. Just defeat Canada. That's all I ask for. This army, 2nd Army, has to arrive. Where is the rest of Army 3? They're getting in their position. And are we done with the Navy for now? I say yes. Get rid of this order here. Our divisions have more or less arrived in the region. Fine. We'll arrive to this new front we've established. Dropped any orders. We'll keep them operating. Honestly, keep a small group operating the eastern seaboard so we don't lose our naval supremacy there. Focus on the eastern seaboard. Yeah, do that. That's all you got to do. And we have all these units here. Let's just now set up a new front line for sure with our troops and begin an all-out offensive. That should see us just win the day here, since we now have the majority of Army Group 1 in Canada and New England, well, in North America. So focus on taking Montreal, Halifax, every place we can get to. I regret getting military access from the Sacramento chapter. It did help us a little bit, but now it's just kind of a hindrance, since we may have supply issues at this point in time. Maybe we'll only join the Reichspakt, whatever. Just push, overwhelm them wherever we can. Somebody got defeated in a war. Defeat Canada. All I gotta do is defeat Canada, take Montreal, take every place that matters. We're still being eaten alive by manpower issues. Let's go to scraping the barrel. Flanders joins Middle Europa. I need manpower. Resistance is killing us. It really is. Like, Commune of France, the Union of Britain, that is just absurd. We need the Entente to go down. We need manpower. And we need a victory against the Entente, and we need manpower. That's the big thing we need. How is the 5th Army doing? They're making a very long trek away from Asia. Well, they were in Siberia. Now they're getting over here to the front lines. Not every division will be here, though. Keep pushing into Canada. Take Montreal, take Ottawa. Overwhelm them. We have plenty of tanks being made daily now. Still in a very terrible deficit, but we are at least replacing our losses somewhat. We're making 5 tanks a day. And all these Kaiser Legion units have tanks. They're nothing but tanks and infantry equipment. So that has been annoying. They're like mostly just infantry now. The armored element of those divisions are just gone. Push here, though. The units that are in Oasis are being overwhelmed. The enemy units, anyway, we're doing fine. Just please succeed. Where's the 3rd Army at? Okay, the 3rd Army did successfully arrive, like I hoped they would. What is this here? It's the People's Liberation Army in New England? Why? Okay, whatever. Just keep pushing, though. Get to Montreal, get to Halifax, get to Ottawa, and Toronto. Capture these cities, please. The poor 7th Army is still stuck where they are. They can't get no supply. Just have them move out of their positions. That isn't working for them. Just, I don't know, have them dig in. They can't clearly advance too well. They have no supply at all. So just have them hold out until we can take more areas here. How's supply going for us? They're pushing out of an area. What is going on with Connecticut? I have no idea what's going on with Connecticut. Japan announces her ambitions. Honduras fights the Anti-Revolutionary Alliance. Keep pushing here. I want this war to end. I have a feeling Japan... What is going on with these areas in upstate New York? Okay, that's annoying. That is somewhat annoying. I don't know what's going on. At least take Ottawa. Take that area. Send this division to go take Toronto. I want this war to end. Canada drags everything out. It's easier to peace out as Kaiser's Reich. It's easier to peace out as Germany with the... What is going on? What is happening here? Who is taking this land? Red Flood. What is happening? I'm confused. Who is taking this land? How do we get cut off here? What the world is happening? Like, they're peacefully taking territory. I am so confused. Get a new front line established, please. This 8th Army, you gotta work something out here. This is confusing. Take that area back. Like, specifically this area in the south. How about that army? What is going on? I know the People's Liberation Army has military access, but is that making it go haywire? Like, there's no divisions here. There was no divisions on the border. I clearly remember destroying their army. Just break through and restore the front lines and deal with this so it doesn't become an issue again. Take Ottawa, take the Toronto. I'm worried now what is going on? Why are they taking... Oh, they're at war with... I know what's wrong. The People's Liberation Army is fighting a Sacramento chapter, and they're taking territory from them. That is... Oh my goodness gracious, that is irritating. That is what's happening. The People's Liberation Army is fighting the Sacramento chapter, and they're taking the land from... That is annoying. That is so absurd, but it's so annoying. Why? I don't want... Cancel our military access. I don't want it anymore. I don't know. This is irritating. I'm just losing ground now because I had to keep units down here constantly. I gotta now lose ground in the north. Lovely. And let's redo these front lines here. 3rd Army, get your new mission. Why did I get military access from the Sacramento chapter? It made things awkward. So awkward. Push here, though. Get to Montreal, get to Ottawa, get to Quebec, get all these places captured. Annihilate divisions. I know the Sacramento chapter. Nij declared captured some land. Push forward. This is irritating. Push forward. Oh my goodness. Just capture every place you can. Get to Quebec. Where is the army? The 5th Army still taking 1,000 years to arrive. They are going to get here in another millennia. Why did the Sacramento chapter declare one every neighbor in existence they have? Here's some Lend-Lease from Wallonia or something. Annihilate these divisions. Please take these areas. Finish off these units in Halifax and Nova Scotia. I think it's Nova Scotia, not Halifax. Destroy these units in New Brunswick, please. Capture Quebec. What are you doing? Get to Quebec. Take Montreal. Advance forward. Oh my goodness gracious. They just mess up the front lines. This is so irritating. I am annoyed with this. I regret getting military access with the Sacramento chapter. Since they're at war with the People's Liberation Army, it just makes things so wacky. They won't go down. Get defeated, please. Stop restoring the Entente's territory. We took it from them. Take Halifax, please. Capture these areas. Wipe out these divisions. Just drive them away. Where's the... Okay, this army's still going to take 1,000 years to arrive. Go figure. And we're still pushing here. Buffalo will not fall. Capture these areas, please. I feel so close, yet so far away from victory. I just need to capture more cities. They need 5% or less of their victory points. Of course they do. And they're going to restore their territory as soon as they capture it. Fun, fun, fun. Look at all this fun the People's Liberation Army is causing. Very fun. Let's cancel the military access. I will declare war on you if I have to. Cancel military access. I can't do it. My divisions are stuck here, aren't they? I may have to do something about this in some way or another. Can they capture a port? Do we just go from... No, that can't happen. Take Quebec. Now move to... Get to Montreal. I have to do this way. It's just irritating, but it has to be done. It has to be done like this. Oh my goodness gracious. Just capture more cities. Link up with these divisions, possibly. I wonder if Japan will declare war on us. I'm really thinking they may attempt it. I'm really pondering if they will or not. Take Ottawa, take Montreal, take every single city. And the People's Liberation Army is causing some fun times with... like, look at this dynamic we're having here with the fun... Chairman Chang, or whatever his name is. Is it Chang? Is it Chang? What's his name? Chairman Ching. It's not Chang, it's Ching. I don't know why... whatever. Ching is taking... This is the real war. This is the real war. Oh my goodness gracious. This is military access gone haywire. And keep advancing here. Take Montreal. I don't know why I thought Chairman Chang was the guy. That is sort of stupid, but whatever. I forget names of country leaders sometimes. Capture these areas, please. And capture the... Link up. Just link up these divisions. And we're playing... Who are they even fighting? Are they fighting the Sacramento... No, seriously, who are they fighting in these areas? They have to be fighting the Sacramento chapter. This is so weird. Whatever. Nicaragua declared war on Guatemala. Capture Ottawa. We took Montreal. Capture Ottawa. Come on, get their capital. Link up these divisions, please. Where's the slow-moving 5th Army? They're now reaching Central Europe. They'll get there and they'll get to their positions eventually. Take out these divisions here. Why did I leave Halifax? Of course they did. Hold the city. You guys made a big boo-boo. Big mistake there. Hold your... Oh my goodness gracious. Let's get back to where you were. Hold Halifax. Hold Halifax. Hold... Oh my goodness gracious. They're going to lose the place we just captured. Or not. Why are you guys doing these things? Why? Just win the war. That's all I asked for. Win the war. Send 3 divisions here. Go link those guys back up. Win. That's all I ask for. Win. Don't let them take back Halifax. Destroy these divisions. Or not. Whatever. Take Toronto. Take Ottawa. Capture every place possible. And take back any territory we lose. Or if the Sacramento chapter loses to the chairman, I guess Chairman Ching's troops, who are dealing with a lot of problems with the Swamp Folk Confederacy right now. I'm pretty sure the Republic of Dave is dead, isn't it? Yeah, the Republic of Dave is, well, dead, unfortunately. And can we take Ottawa? Please, get your divisions out of here. Leave Ottawa. And they're pushing back in Albany. Oh, not again. Here we go again, everyone. Our units are now having to move around. Can we capture Buffalo? They are not going to let us capture Buffalo. Can we please get these units here? Move forward. Capture Ottawa. Can you move any units away from the city? No? Okay, I don't know what they're doing. I hope the PLA doesn't take more territory. This is ridiculous. Take out these divisions here. Defeat them. Encircle them. Destroy them. Destroy them. Come on. This is irritating. They keep taking back territory. They're destroying our front lines by doing this, by the way, but we can't do it. It's just so ridiculous. Push here. Take this area. And this is so weird. We took Buffalo, I think, or something happened there. The mighty army of Oasis is pushing through Albany again, clearly. Can Ottawa fall, please? We're pressuring it so hard. Let me move my entire Air Force. Where are they at? They're in central Russia still, aren't they? Where are they at? They're in Russia. All this time, my Air Force has been over here not doing anything. I need to move them. All you guys got to move out. You're going to New England. Or North America in general. We got to win this war, people. We got to win the war. Is that it? Okay, whatever. Just go to an air base. Any air base at all in this area. There's nobody build air bases. That is a aircraft carrier. Does nobody have air bases? What is to deal with air bases? Okay, use this one. We don't control it. Okay, forget this then. This is irritating. And we lose part of upstate New York once more. Cause of the magic of military axis shenanigans. Destroy these divisions, please. Annihilate them. Defeat these units in Halifax. Keep taking more cities. Toronto is going to be the last place they hold, it seems. And they're not going quietly. I mean, they're not expected to, but this is... Oh my goodness gracious. Stop taking the territory. People's Liberation Army, stop. Please. You're going to... Okay, I'm going to have some units get encircled because of their shenanigans. Stop it. Please, I beg of you. We have to rescue our units now. Get them out of Buffalo. Yeah, that's a mess. Take this province. We take Ottawa. We can't take Ottawa. They really don't want us to take the city. I mean, that should be what they're supposed to do, but just irritating. They're now pushing outward. They're going to make their last stand. Toronto, it appears. We linked up the sort of, well, cut off 7th Army, push toward Toronto entirely. Get toward Toronto. Toronto, capture Toronto. And we're fighting Halifax again. Well, near Halifax. Newfoundland. There's some troops here. Move these units up here. Annihilate these Canadian divisions. Get to Toronto. It's so close. Come on. A few more battles. We got this. Just a few more battles, and it's over. Come on. Come on, move, Canadian divisions. There's some division from Russia here. The new Russian Republic can't stop us. Get them out of the way. Take Toronto. Come on. Get to Toronto. Ignore whatever's going on in New England. It scares me what's happening in New England right now. I cannot deal with that. Oh my goodness gracious. Toronto. They have so many divisions there. Move away. Okay, stop taking Toronto. Go away from Toronto. Let them move their divisions away, then we'll strike again. Okay, we'll do that. Let them move. Come on, give them some time to breathe. Now smash into them again. Now they move some troops out of the way. They can't relieve it as better as they could before. And these poor Canadian troops in southern Ontario are going to get cut off. Can we take Toronto? Toronto, come on, fall. This is so irritating. Now Hartford is back under enemy control once more. We're doing our little diplomatic military access dance with the People's Liberation Army as usual. Can we take Toronto? They have to be cut off. They can't possibly get help from any more divisions in the area. Can we help these divisions, please? They're going to get destroyed because of... Oh my goodness gracious. We took Buffalo again. Take Toronto. Are they just moving all through Toronto? It seems they're doing that. Take the city. Use force attack. Get this over with. End this. End this war for Kaiser. End the war. Just one more. There we go. Is it over? It's done. Oh my goodness gracious. It's over. I'm so happy. Take Russia. Can I just take every state from Russia? I don't care. Take it all from the Khanate. Intern. I can't intern. Okay, forget this then. Take all this land here. I may just reset. Pass. Okay, so I passed and somebody took British Columbia. Now we'll take all of Russia. Why can I not take all states? Pass again. Now they're taking... Why can I not take all states from the get-go? That is so... Why not? Whatever, just capture everything. I don't care. Just with my big empire. I gotta do this all manually, don't I? That is... What the world? Why can't I just take all states from the first thing? First turn. Oh my goodness gracious. Just take all this. Take it all. Take it all. Transamere, you're just kind of here in this peace conference. We're letting you sit at the big boys table of war victors, even though you guys kind of just drove yourselves into Russia the entire war. But you do you. You took like 5 states. It's fine. I mean, we'll control all of Mongolia, all of this. This is going to be a painful peace conference. It isn't a very... Well, it's going to just take a while. Very tedious peace conference is a more accurate term. And take all of this. Come on, get all that, get all this, get all of this. And I don't know, I'm just going to ignore North America. I just want Europe, that's it. Everything the Entente had in Europe, I want it. So take all these states and turn. Done. And as for Oasis, I'm just going to hit done. I have no more land I want. One insanely long peace conference later. And we're going to now be able to do our focus here. The synthesis, get it done. And there's probably going to be some puppets released around the world. All we did was take Russia, most of Russia. And we still have tons of manpower issues, which is fun. The Sacramento chapter got all of New England and Canada. They're busy dealing with the People's Liberation Army now and fighting every kind of neighbor they have. Also, Japan took some territory. They made Australasia a puppet of theirs. Jeff is still the leader of that country, even though it's now Australasian Confederation. Interesting. Just waiting to get this focus done. Come on now. Just gotta wait here. And the Sacramento chapter is not having a fun day with the People's Liberation Army. Yeah. I mean, like I said, they're fighting all their neighbors. It's ridiculous. I think they have claims in every state in the world. The synthesis is done. And now we're Nova Roma. We're no longer Kaiser's Reich, we're just Nova Roma. And at this point we have a new flag. Kaiser is still leader of the country. And I'm going to wait for these volunteers to head home. A bunch of countries are canceling their Lend-Lease. It's fine though. And do we have cores on everything? I believe we do. We have cores on, yeah, all this territory we captured here. Essentially, do we have cores here? No. Oh well, it's fine though. And I think I'm going to end my playthrough here. This has been this has been a Kaiser's Reich playthrough in the Hearts of Iron 4 mod, Kaiserredux. Things get very wacky with the Fallout mode enabled, as you can tell. And if you enjoyed the mod, you can check it out in the video description. The link is there. Thank you for watching this playthrough and this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe.